Hey there, cats and kitties. I'm the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is Friday Night Rocks. For this particular week, we're going three for the week. And starting us off, we actually have a newer song. I'm not sure how new it is, that my sister turned me on to when she was tuning around the radio the other night. She called in and she said, "You have to look up this song because it really sounds a lot like the Police from the 80s." And, I ended up looking it up, and it turned out to be Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye featuring Kimbra. And yeah, she was right. It really does have a 1980s Police sound. The vocalist sounds a lot like Sting to me in this song, and I love the harmonizing between he and the female sort of featured vocalist Kimbra. It's just really melodic, and not only does it carry sort of 80s tinge to it, but also 60s vibe, a little bit psychedelic in there, and it's just a really cool track because a lot of music these days, what can loosely be called music, just lacks any kind of soul or anything to really grasp onto. It's gone in 5 minutes, and so yeah, this one harkens back to an older style, which is really cool. Following that, we actually have "Dance to the Music" by Sly and the Family Stone, and an age-old classic. I always thought this was almost a symbolic partner to the Isley Brothers' "Shout," and because it just pumps you up, and you can't go wrong with Sly and the Family Stone. So, finishing us out for the week, we actually have Leonard Cohen's "Everybody Knows," and this is a track that is very sort of bleak and deep and thought-provoking. The first encounter I had with it was from the film Pump Up the Volume. It plays during the opening credits, and that's sort of not necessarily an all audiences type of movie, but it's kind of hackers-esque in that it's about kind of taking on the system and freedom of speech and so forth, pirating radio and everything. And so it's an interesting movie, interesting song, and I always dug it. So that'll actually get us on to the random factoid of the week, which is going to be Shakespeare-centric, because apparently Shakespeare married Catwoman. No. Actually, I just thought it was really interesting that his wife was named Anne Hathaway, because we know, she will be playing Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises as per the time of this recording. And basically, they had three kids, one of which was a son who died at an early age, named Hamnet, who I've always heard was a loose inspiration for the character of Hamlet. Change one letter and that's what you get. He also had two daughters, Susanna and Judith. When he died rich, and he ended up leaving most of his possessions to his daughter Susanna rather than his wife, which was interesting. She got a bed. Wow. And yeah, she went on to give him one grandchild in the form of a granddaughter, who then later went on to die childless and left no Shakespearean descendants in the world. I was always loosely fascinated by Shakespeare and wanted to know more about him, and I found this website. I'll link it below. It's nosweatshakespeare.com. And yeah, so if you have any random factoids of your own to submit, please do so in the comments below, and maybe next week you'll get credit for it. And otherwise, that's going to be it from me, so I'll catch y'all later. Peace.